Instagram Reels is one of the hottest new properties on Instagram, and we know that we need to be taking advantage of it in our businesses to grow and thrive over on the Instagram platform, but we need to make sure we're making the most out of how we're using our Reels, which includes using a cover image. So how do we actually add a cover image to Reels, and how do we make the most out of it? Let's dive in and take a look today. So when it comes to Instagram Reels, we know that we are going to be creating that reel either inside of the Instagram platform, or we're going to be uploading it from outside and adding that in. Now you can check out this video right here. This tells you all about how to be doing that, all the buttons that you need to know in case you haven't gone through those before. But once you get to the point where you've recorded and you are ready to move forward, you're actually going to go over to the next screen and you are going to be able to type in your caption, your hashtags. You're going to be able to put it out on your main feed, which is really important. We're going to get to that in just a second. But you want to make sure that you are adding in that cover image. So all you have to do is look up at the top corner where that graphic is, and you'll see there's a little section labeled cover. You're going to click on cover, and that will bring up a scrolling reel where you can actually go through and pick a thumbnail from the video you filmed. But I recommend you don't do that, because you have to remember, this is going into your Reels section of your Instagram, but it's also going onto your main platform. You should always put this over to your main feed, and then from your main feed, add it to your Instagram stories to get more life and more reach into your Reels. So you want to make sure that whatever you're doing, however you're creating this, it matches the aesthetic of your main Instagram feed. So what do your images and videos look like over there? What are the colors? What are the types of graphics you're putting out there? What does this look like? You want to make sure that you're creating a cover image outside of your reel and then importing that in. So this is from your camera roll. So it doesn't matter if you're taking a beautiful picture and you are putting it there, or you are going to create your own thumbnail with the same look from the video that you have just filmed. You want to make sure it's something that matches your feed. So whatever it is, the light, bright, and airy colors or the dark, bold, vibrant colors, whatever it is, it needs to match. Now, when it comes to this, you want to make sure that you're paying close attention to how you're creating this, because not all thumbnails, not all cover images are created equal. Remember, this is going to two different locations, so we need to actually talk about a template for this. When it comes to creating your cover image, the first place it's going to go is your Instagram Reels. This is a vertical video over on the Reels page, which means it is a full-length vertical image. So whatever you're creating has to go the length of your phone. It's that 16:9 that you want to make sure that you've got there to cover the entire thing when they go to your Reels. Now, it's also going to your main feed. When it goes to your main feed, it is that square. Now, it will show some of the other things. We know how sometimes you can put on rectangular images on your main feed, but it will crop it to the square for your grid. So the important part of your image needs to be in the center. So as you're creating this, create a template for yourself. Remember, that big full image needs to be fully created, because that's what people will be seeing on Reels. But the main part of this needs to be in the center square. So I create a template that looks like this, and I just make sure I mask off where that square is so that I know all my important information, any words I've got on there, or any faces, any people that I have on there have to go in that center of the image, but then I need to fill the space so that it looks like a cohesive image. So if you want to put a title on it, that's a great place to do it when it's not going to be in that center square. You can add in words, you can add in information if you need to. Just make sure it looks cohesive with the look of it, because when they go over to your Reels, they're going to see the full thing. Now, if you want to download this template, feel free to jump into my caption. I actually have this for you so that you know exactly where your things should and should not be on top of your cover image. And then when you're done creating your cover image, you're just going to send it over to your camera roll. And from there, you are going to add it to your Reels. Now, pro tip, I do recommend you create your cover image before you make your Reel so that it's easy to do. You don't necessarily have to go back and change things or pause or hold on to what you're doing. You're already ready to go. So have those images in there. And like I said, it could be the image of you in that outfit that you're wearing, looking just like you are in your Reels, and that can represent what you're doing in your main feed. Or it could just be a gorgeous image that goes together and ties in with your Reels, especially if it's connected to it somehow. As long as it matches your main feed, you are going to be good, and then you can use that other space to communicate other information as well. For more information on Reels and how to thrive and leverage this inside of your Instagram work, make sure you hit the subscribe and notification bell, because in the next video, we're going to be continuing our discussion on how you can do incredibly well with Reels. People are getting so much reach, so much leverage from this, and we really want to make sure that you're creating profit within your business through the smart social media marketing choices that you're making, including leveraging Instagram Reels. So we're going to break down everything you need to know in this ongoing series all about Instagram Reels. I'll see you there.